So they're in Hobson and Rhinebeck School of Music, and in this lesson we are going to learn how to harmonize thirds off of the harmonic minor scale. So when I solo, I like to be combining chordal aspects and different intervals, whether it be fourths or fifths or sixths. And thirds are a really fun way to kind of get more chordal lines out of your playing and a little more depth in your lead lines. And of course you can do this in pretty much any style, and you can do it with pretty much any scale. But I'm choosing harmonic minor today just because it's been coming up a lot with some of my students and some of the music that they're listening to. So I thought it'd be a fun lesson. So of course, this lesson requires that you have some understanding of what a harmonic minor scale is. And essentially what it is if you know your natural minor scale, I'm going to play it from E. Natural minor is root, major second, minor third, fourth, fifth, minor six, minor seven, back to your octave. And a harmonic minor scale raises that seventh degree a half step. So we're going to have E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D sharp, E. So that's a pretty big interval skip there from the C to the D sharp. And it makes it sound a little bit more exotic, a little bit more Eastern. In fact, if you want to listen to songs or music that have the harmonic minor scale, it's pretty much everywhere. It comes up all the time in Spanish or Latin music, in jazz, classical, and even in modern pop music. If you've ever seen the movie The Buena Vista Social Club, it's all about music in Cuba. There's a lot of minor keys happening in there and a lot of harmonic minor in songs like Veinte and Dos Gardenias. Jazz standards like Black Orpheus, Blue Bossa, you can make good use of the harmonic minor. Smooth by Santana, and even modern pop music like Billie Eilish, Therefore I Am, Bury a Friend, Imagine Dragons, Believer, Tangos, if you listen to classical music. Yngwie Malmsteen made great use of the harmonic minor scale. He's more of a neoclassical guitarist. So if you're looking to listen to music that has the sound of the harmonic minor, you can kind of delve into any of those things. So a fun thing to do is to harmonize scales in thirds. So before we do that, we have to know what the chords would be if we harmonize the E harmonic minor scale. So first we take the notes, which are E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and D sharp. And we go every other letter, because our chords are built on roots, thirds, and fifths. For now, we're not going to do sevenths. We're just going to do triads. So we start on the E and we go every other note. We have E, G, and B. So that's an E minor chord. And we have F sharp, A, C, which is a diminished chord. G, B, D sharp, which is a G augmented chord. A, C, E is a minor chord. B, D sharp, F sharp is a major chord. C, E, G is a major chord. And then D sharp, F sharp, A is another diminished chord. Lots of diminished happening off of the harmonic minor scale. So if you want to harmonize in thirds, first what I tell my students to do is to find your root of your scale on your B string. In this case, that the E would be here on the 5th fret of the B. And you want to play through the scale. So E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D sharp, E, and then back. And of course you can go back from your E to your major 7 to your, right? You have all those notes. So then the next thing you want to do is you want to take minor thirds and major thirds, right? So if I have this E here, the minor third of E is G, so that's just down on the next string on the 3rd fret. So you have E and G together. Then the next one, you'd have your F sharp as your root, and your minor third is your A. Then you'd have your G and your B, which is a major third. And then your A and your C, which is a minor third, your B and your D sharp, which is a major third, your C and your E, which is a major third, your D sharp and your F sharp, right, which is a minor third, and then back to your E and your G for your minor. So you can also go backwards here. I have E and G, but then I can go back to my D sharp and my F sharp here, and my C and my E here, so that way I can kind of do it from behind the root too. So here we have it all together. So E minor, F sharp diminished, G major, A minor, B major, C major, D sharp diminished, E minor, and then you can practice going back. And of course you can do this on any string grouping that you want to. I'm just starting on the B and the E for now to keep it simple. And then how you can practice this, of course, you can just do your warm-ups kind of playing through the scale and harmonizing that scale. Then you can kind of make chord progressions in E harmonic minor that you can sort of practice playing over. So, of course, a really common one is just going from the 1 minor to the 5 major or the 5 dominant. So that would be E minor to B7. So if I just played an E minor chord to a B7, to an E minor, to a B7, and back to E minor. And you can get a little backing track going of that, where you can have the E minor to the B7, and you can practice playing some things over top of that. Here's another progression. You could go E minor to A minor to D sharp diminished, back to E minor. So you could have E minor to A minor, D sharp diminished. And notice how I'm kind of like outlining the chords a little bit too. So I know that like this was my E minor third. And then if I go to A minor, right, that's my A minor and my minor third. And then my D sharp back to my E minor. So you can think about like the chord tones and how they relate to the chords. That's always extremely important to do. So it's really fun. You can just kind of mess around and play around with those. And of course, like I said, you can harmonize them on different strings. They're kind of weird when they go between the G and the B strings, because remember that's where where everything lines up as a major third as opposed to a fourth on the guitar. So it would be a little. You could use this root as your E, D sharp, C, B, A, G. So that would be what the scale would be like on that string. So this is my minor third, E to G, my minor third, my major third. So the major thirds end up lining up on the same string, right? My C to E, my B to D sharp, but then my minor thirds line up like that. So it's a little bit different on that string, but they line up the same way if you were going to do it on the D string. So E minor, F sharp diminished, G major, there's my A minor, A to C, the minor third, major third, ooh, that big interval skip, major third, right? So they're kind of fun to find. So just come up with a progression out of any of the chords that we harmonized with the harmonic minor scale in E, and then try to build thirds to make more interesting lines. And you can combine them with your single notes. You could go. kind of fun to combine the single notes with the thirds as well. So hopefully that was helpful. If you haven't already, visit www.rhinebeckschoolofmusic.com. Become a patron at patreon.com/rhinebeckschoolofmusic. I'll see you at the next one.